Welcome to Sacred Hours. I'm Jen, a bereavement doula, and I'm so proud of you for taking this time for yourself. Today's video is all about healing and how it does not mean you're moving on without your baby. If you've experienced pregnancy loss, you know the fear that comes with healing or moving forward or carrying on. The fear is that you're going to leave your baby behind. You're going to forget them, or you're going to allow others to forget them. And that feeling is 100% valid. And I've had that feeling many times. But it's very important that you don't listen to that. Healing is, it's your way of moving through the grief journey. You're trying to come out on the other end a better person, a better version of you than before you lost. And I think that's just the most beautiful thing you can do for your baby, is honor them in that way of their life touched ours, and now we're better people for it. And I think that's just the most beautiful thing you can do. And it proves that you're not leaving them behind. You're really carrying them through with you to this next version of you, because you are that version because of them. And there can be societal pressures to move on and move forward, and a lot of that is met with fear or resistance because you don't want to forget. You don't want to move on and then have people feel like, okay, she's over it. We can all just move on with our lives and forget this child existed, And the way you can combat that, the way you can make sure your baby is carried forward with you, even though you know it in yourself that you're going to carry this baby always, you can help yourself be reassured that other people won't forget about your baby, or other people will feel okay to, talk about your baby, is if you have those conversations, and you put things in place that really help you carry them forward, which can be such little things. You can just speak their name. If your baby had a name, talk about them. And if you have other children, talk about that baby to those children and tell them the story. Maybe this was your first child and then you have future children. Tell them the story of your first child. I'm lucky enough that I had a 3-year-old daughter when I lost my daughter Stella, and she talks about her all the time still. We called her baby Stella my whole pregnancy, even though we didn't technically know she was a girl until after she was born. But just having that connection and having not just myself to think about her and talk about her, but having somebody else come up and talk to me about her, it's hands down one of the most beautiful things ever. And I feel so fortunate to have that. So if you can talk about your baby, if you can name them and talk about them and their story with your family, and make sure that you tell your family, hey, we love when our baby's name is mentioned. Because a lot of people can go to that place of, oh, if we bring up her name, she's gonna be so sad. And if you remind them, hey, when you speak their name, it helps me remember they existed, and I really appreciate it. You have to tell them that, though, because a lot of people will think that it's going to make you sad. So open conversations, telling people to speak their name, speaking their name yourself, wondering about them and keeping their memory alive is such a beautiful way. If you can there's many different things you can do, just remembrance-wise, to carry them forward with you. If you have any ashes from them, or even a toy that you had for them. I made a ring with my daughter's ashes, and I love to wear it when I'm doing things that are hard for me. Just bringing her with me, and then just kind of rubbing the ring and knowing she's there with me, it helps. It helps me know that it's okay that I healed. It's okay that I've moved on from the tragedy of her loss, because she's still here with me, and she's the reason who I am today. Another small way to carry them with you is creating little rituals. Every year on her birthday, I love to light a candle and say a prayer to her and really just remember that it's her birthday today and reminding my daughter, my other daughter, that, it's her birthday and we just kind of like be happy together about it. And um, there's just little things that you can do here or there. And if you need somebody to help give you some ideas or walk through that with you, I'm always here to help you create ways to help you remember your baby and help others remember your baby. But the overall, this video is just to remind you that healing does not mean you're leaving your baby behind. Healing is you focusing on becoming a better version of yourself, letting this loss of your child really create you into a better person and letting their light live on through you. So thank you for taking this time for yourself today. Take a few deep breaths and be gentle with yourself. And these videos, this space, and I am here for you always.